Hello everyone, welcome back to Emnix Plays Path of Exile, War for the Atlas. We have skipped a few zones. We are now in Act 8. I know the last episode we had just started in Act 8, I believe. But I kind of went around, did a couple quests just off stream, and this is where we're at, I guess. I have not yet picked up my second ascendancy, and that's probably something that I should try and do right now. Currently my skill tree is looking like this. I basically picked up a couple more life nodes over here. I picked up the life nodes and energy shield nodes here. I went around and picked up a little bit of extra crit. So now you can see offensively my crit chance is at around 21.4% for volatile dead, 21.4 for cremation as well. And additionally, I went and I picked up another helmet, which was the Light Poacher. So the Light Poacher, I believe Protein, one of our viewers, had suggested that I pick up this item when I get the chance. And now that I'm level, what am I, like 65, you know, this item became available and I picked it up for like 2 chaos, I believe. Basically, it triggers a level 20 Spirit Burst when you use a skill while you have a Spirit Charge, and you gain a Spirit Charge when you kill things. There's a 19% chance to get a Spirit Charge. And when we use up the Spirit Charge, it recovers 4% of our life. And as you can see, basically what it does, I guess Ramparts is a good place to sort of show it off. When I kill something, I have 2 Spirit Charges here, and then whenever I cast a skill, so I guess Shield Charge would be an example, I release a Spirit Charge and those little things deal damage. And basically, it's a good way to sort of augment my damage, I think. Because every time I cast Desecrate, I shoot out a couple of these Spirit Charges. And then it made my clear speed a lot better, and it also made my survivability better, simply due to the fact that now when when I'm being mobbed, as long as I'm killing things and using my Spirit Charges, I'm recovering 4% of my HP, which is pretty good. The Spirit Charge itself can be supported, so I supported it with Controlled Destruction, Greater Multiple Projectiles, as well as Innervate. Why Innervate? I rolled the helmet and it rolled blue, blue, green. I'm like, you know what? I would have preferred green, green, blue, but this is good enough. So I didn't want to use more chromes than I had to. So that's where we're at. Now, because I'm using the Light Poacher and supporting it, I had to get rid of my Spell Totem Unearthed, so it is a little bit more difficult to generate corpses, but it hasn't been a real problem thus far, so not too worried there. Now let's try and get our second Ascendancy right here. And I should be high enough level for it. It's level 55. I'm level 65, so I think I'm in a good spot. While I'm loading, I'm going to take a sip of good old coffee. It's Sunday afternoon. I figured, you know, why not get a little bit of recording, a little bit of streaming done today. Got some extra time to play. And I mean, I've been playing a lot more off stream this season than I have on stream. But I think that's just how it's going to go in the future, simply due to the fact that it's just, I want to play more, but I don't have the streaming time, you know? I need some of this off-stream time. Okay, so for Cruel Ascendancy, once again, I know it's worth it to, you know, try and pick up the Dark Shrines and so on, but I'm still in the same position where I just want to progress through the story. So you know what? Let's just move on ahead. Try and get to the other areas. I'm okay with that. Alright. Wow, the trials are still really close. I guess the cruel layouts are still, like, pretty easy. I'm still used to, like, the old school, like, merciless layouts where everything is kind of like it takes forever to get to another area. Okay, so we're gonna drop some volatile dead. Drop the cremation on him. And you know what? Our DPS is still good. Like, he barely managed to hit us. My mana is looking pretty decent. 590. Like, I could have more. But I'm not going to be greedy at this point. I think I could wait it out a little bit more. Probably by the time we get into maps, we'll have somewhere close to 800 unreserved. But I would much more prefer having Warlord's Mark than not having it. Because right now the biggest problem with my mana pool is reserving Warlord's Mark is 30% or 35% of our mana. And that's a large amount, right? Shoot, did it go to the right area? No, I'm quite sure I did. Damage. Let's just charge through it. I don't want to deal with this shit. Alright, I think we're through. But yeah, I'm currently running Warlord's Mark and Clarity. I mean, Clarity uses up quite a bit of mana. 227 reserved. Mostly due to the fact that Clarity is at such a high level. It is an option to turn off Clarity at some point in time. But only when we have a bigger mana pool and more regeneration. Because if I turn it off right now, our mana regen goes down to 41.6. So, essentially, Clarity is adding 29 mana regen per second, which is a lot. I don't think I can get rid of that just yet. I mean, the mana regen is really important right now. So we'll just have to wait for a bit. You know, at the end of the day, 600 life pool is pretty good to go on at this point in time. It's just that we're going to try... We need to think about scaling it later on. For now, I'm okay with it, though. I suppose if I'm here, I might as well do this, right? Maybe we'll get some lucky drops. The thing with Path of Exile is I keep having like this effect of, you know, not to say jealousy, but like I see other people getting good items. I'm like, man, I want to play some PoE so I can get some good items. Like, when's it my turn, you know? Like, I would go on Reddit and people are like, hey, check out the stuff I crafted. And it's like playing the lottery. I'm like, oh man, I kind of want to play so that there's a chance that I get those dope ass items as well. Although right now the chance of us getting a dope item is really, really slim, given the fact that, you know, we're not, I want to call it merciless, but we're not in maps yet. So the item level of our drops is really low. Sunsun slightly lost. How's it going, man? A treasure key. You know what? That's okay. Veil of the Night. Oh, that item. It's a meme item. Can only meme with it. Actually, maybe not. I think you can build around it, actually. Elemental resistances are 0. I don't know. It still feels like a meme. Alright, where am I at? It looks like I went to an extra zone for no reason. I guess I got a treasure key, so it's alright. But I didn't mean to do that, you know? Alright, here we go. So it would be really nice if I could get my second ascendancy, because getting Inevitable Judgment for the elemental penetration would mean I can essentially drop... Well, maybe not Nycta's Lantern. I was gonna say, essentially we get an extra link, right? On our cremation. And we get more penetration. It'll be good. It'll be good, I think. Penetration is a big deal. It's a lot of added damage. Can I actually tank Izaro's hits? I guess Mind Over Matter really helps with that. And also the spirit charges from Light Poacher. I'm really not using Light Poacher as a form of DPS. And I think a lot of people use it for clearing. Or that's what I assume, but for me it's like, it's giving me a lot of survivability. Because we kill things so fast. And then every time we kill things, there's like a... Oh my god. The hell is that? I think I ran into a trap or something. That was a lot of damage. Ow. Oh, get away. Oh, get... No! Fuck! Yo, this thing has like a... Yo, that was a stupid death. I keep dying in the lab.
Stay true to you.
Oh my god. That was embarrassing. Is it just me or the Roombas? Do they feel like they have more AoE? I swear to god, I got away from them. What happened? Alright, you know what? That was my fault. I deserved it. That was a little unfortunate. But you know what? I kinda deserve that. Rip. I mean, these things happen, right? Fuck Roombas. I hate those things so much. If you can't tell, I'm like extremely disappointed. Not in the game, but in myself. It shouldn't have... I'm angry. I'm mad. Homing Roomba! Volatile dead Roomba! What was that? Oh, I'm steaming right now. It's alright. We should be able to get through these areas relatively quickly. I mean, that only took 12 minutes of our time, and I looked down at the recording, and you know what? That was much longer than I thought. Alright, I need a sip of coffee.
The weary traveler draws close to the end of the path. Slowness.
Damn you.
Strength to one's enemies.
I'm gonna take out my anger on Izaro, I guess. He does do quite a bit of damage, actually. But I'm still tanky enough that his slams don't do too much. Which is surprising since I don't really have physical reduction, right? 11%. It's not much. Actually, it's basically negligible. But Mind Over Matter, man. 30%? It's a big deal. You know what I should have done, actually? No, I already have reduced damage taken from damage over time. But maybe I should have taken Soul of Relicash. I keep forgetting. But those Pantheons are actually pretty good in these situations. And they should be taken every time, really. Reduce DOT while moving? Like, sign me up. Alright, this time. This time. So the question is, do I really want to do that gauntlet again? Like go up there? The answer is actually not really, but I suppose if I see it, I'll do it. I'm not crazy about it though. I mean, a treasure key is nice, but if I have to go out and look for it and everything, then maybe not. Ah, what a waste of time. Maybe I should have just been patient. Slow and steady wins the race, you know? Instead, I got done in by the homing Roombas. Ah, okay. Well, the gauntlet is here again, so I guess I'll do it. All right. This time, one time. We're not gonna screw it up. Just gotta stand right in the middle, man. Like, these blades are pretty annoying too, but I can kind of handle it, you know? They have made it like more difficult though. I remember it used to be like child's play to get through these areas, but now it's not the same anymore. There's actually a little bit of maneuvering that you can do. Before, you just like kind of walk in a straight line and you'll never get hit by these blades. I wonder if GGG maybe changed it up. They're like, ah, it's too easy. We need fools like Emnix to fall into these traps. Otherwise, what's the point? Thanks a lot, Chris. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it, but I don't appreciate it, you know? Alright, let's get me out. Oh, get me out of here. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Next area. So what, I died after killing Exile phase 2? Oh, let's hope that doesn't happen again. Alright, here's the trial. Okay, you know, so far so good. Alright. This time. So I'll drop cremation, clump them together. Alright, alright. That was pretty easy. Well, that was quite a bit of damage, actually.
This empire remains filled with emperors in waiting.
See, that's my biggest worry. It's like, if I'm not tanky enough to fight bosses later on. Like, right now, it's essentially just a trial, right? To see how well you'll do. But there's gonna come a point when things will get, like, really bad. Alright, this is basically where I died last time. Let's not screw it up again. Oh, and to hit the lever. Excuse me? I know that I can break this wall. But how? Oh, here we go. Is there a secret here or anything? I guess not. Alrighty. Let's see now. Just charge through the area, I suppose. Nothing to see here, folks. I heard a noise. I have to turn off the filter or something. It's like tricking me. Because it makes a sound for 4-links, but I don't know if I'm that interested in 4-linked white items anymore. Or even worse, 4-linked blue items. It's actually kind of funny how I actually think 4-linked white items are better than blue items. I think it's a little confusing at times, you know. Why is a 4-link white item better than a blue item? But a lot of times it's because you can roll it easily into a yellow. Whereas if you had a blue item and it wasn't that good, you probably had to scour. If you actually were in desperate need of one, you would have to scour the blue item and then alch it again. Alright, let's see. Going up is okay. Drop the cremation. I love opening strong boxes actually. Because the mobs just melt. They don't stand a chance. This is my favorite part of using cremation, really.
I am no beast of burden.
Alright. I actually kind of like the last couple leagues. This league especially, I think I've been feeling the effects of, or the benefits of having like a nice single target skill. In the past, you know, you kind of... No, I don't want to go that way. You can kind of clear everything with your AoE skill, whether that's Cleave or Cyclone or whatever. But this league, using a single target skill, it feels really good. I don't know if GGG did that on purpose, or maybe they nerfed the AoE skills too much, but if you try to use your Volatile Dead to clear yellow mobs or bosses, it takes a little long. And I don't know, this league, especially for me at least, it feels like using something for single target actually makes sense now. And I've been doing that and I've been liking it a lot. I don't know if that's a GGG thing, if they did that on purpose, or that was like an accidental change.
Aspirant can afford to be promising.
Or it was just always true, you know, it's always better to have a single target, but, you know, normally I play with AoE skills that don't need single, I don't know. But, so far, having this single target is benefiting me a lot. And it's increasing my clear speed, which is, you know, what I want at the end of the day. Ow, it still hurts. Oh my god, I got sent to the fucking abyss.
Tyranny is inescapable.
I am no beast of burden.
I am no beast of burden. Alright, well that was easy. As expected, really. So I have 3 treasure keys. Slightly lost. If you're still there, you wanna give me a number? Maybe 2? Maybe all 3. Depending on who's here in chat. So the chests are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know if anyone's in chat, but I'll wait 10 seconds and I'll open up those chests. If not, I'm just going to open them up at random. So my gloves are already enchanted, so maybe let's enchant the boots. Increased movement speed if you haven't been hit recently. That's pretty decent. Alright, looks like there's no one in chat right now, which is okay. Let's open up, actually, where do I... Let's open up the middle ones. This one. Oh, 2 more treasure keys. Alright, alright. It gives me more options. This one. 1, 2, and 7. Okay. So 1. It wasn't great. For no good reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one wasn't great either. I have 1 more. I'll pick this one. Let's do... I like the number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you know what? That was okay. I got some currency. Sorry, my connection sucks. No, that's okay. The RNG was not bad. I got a bit of currency, which is all you can really ask for. And some shields, which is actually not too bad. Since shields are one of those things that I'm probably lacking in. Is there anything else that I might be interested in? Maybe the garb. Garb for Garbo. Alright, so I wanted... I guess I had two choices. Instruments of Virtue for more spell damage. Inevitable Judgment for more crit multiplier as well as penetration. Pious Path is actually really good. After playing my Raider last league, I've come to a conclusion that being immune to elemental ailments is like insanely good. But we're always on the move. So is Consecrated Ground really that useful? Either way, I'm getting inevitable Judgment for my second Ascendancy. There's no doubt about that. Apply. But I'll have to think about what to do for the next one. Your picks were good. That's streamer RNG, man.
I am no beast of burden.
Alright. That looks pretty good. Let's put this all in the stash. Sell. Put away the currency. And my DPS should be a lot better now. What's up, Kay?
Nothing.
Nothing? Are you doing work? No? Alright.
Greetings.
So let's sell this stuff. I mean, I don't expect anything good, but currency is currency, right? I'm actually more interested in getting chromatics, to be honest. What you doing?
What is it?
That's the hot pot.
Ooh. Can I open it?
You want to open it? Sure. Kay's open. I'm like a big Amazon Prime, like I order a lot of shit through there. I know I'm not supposed to, but like it's a bad habit because it's just so easy, right? It's so easy to spend money, but I keep ordering stuff. So Kay's opening up a box right now. I picked up a hot pot on the cheapy cheaps. I'm actually pretty excited to use it when I get the chance. How's it look?
Good.
Yeah?
Journey well.
Alright. Admittedly, when you have elemental penetration, you can't really see that on your damage per second or damage per use or whatever. They actually changed it for Volatile Dead and Cremation, I guess. Damage per use. So it shows average damage now, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so I need to go to Lunaris Temple and get the Moon Orb. So that's not the Grand Promenade. I'm not sure which way it is exactly, but it's somewhere in here. So let's see how the DPS is. Oh, there is a lot of penetration. I think I can tell. Holy shit, what's doing all this damage to me? Oh, it seems I don't do really well with damage over time. Probably because I need more regen? Something like that. Oh. It seems my stream went offline. That's not good. You know what? I'll keep recording for a bit, and hopefully the stream comes back on. I think it's fine. I don't know. Hold on, one sec. No, it's still going. Okay, never mind. I don't know why it said it went down. Okay, whatever. Yo, for sure, this penetration is making a difference. Your stuff is just blowing up. So I need to make sure I'm always on the move because those weird damage over time orbs really hurt, man. I think that's one of my biggest weaknesses at this point in time. I don't have enough regen. And I'm just basically relying on killing my opponents before they get a chance to kill me. Not the greatest way to do things, but I mean, that's just how it is right now. Okay. A diamond shrine. That's actually really good. Speaking of diamond, I should probably look to get a diamond flask as soon as possible, just so I can get a little bit more crit chance. Hey Aiden, Sun man, how's it going? Not too bad yourself. Pretty good. Just got our Cruel Ascendancy. And slowly progressing through Act 8. I would say overall the character is doing very well. And that's something to be happy about, you know? I've been playing a lot more off stream than I have been on stream. So I figure, you know what? Let's do a little bit of streaming today. It's a nice Sunday afternoon. It's like kind of chilly outside, but warm inside, and it's like the perfect kind of day. It's like, you know what? Just gonna sit on a computer and relax and play some games. It's a relaxing day today. No stress. Or at least gotta de-stress, you know? Although I do have to prep for this week's meals, which I have to do later on this week, or later on today. But I picked up an Instant Pot during Black Friday a few months ago, and it's been a freaking godsend. I would just put, you know, like a bunch of meat into the Instant Pot, and then an hour later I have like 4 to 5 meals that I can have throughout the week. Like really excited about that, whereas normally it would take me like freaking 3 or 4 hours to make all that. Can get it done in like half the time, not even. I'm all about min-maxing that food efficiency, you know? Oh, what was this guy again? Here. Nightbringer Lucius. Don't really remember this boss. Okay. That's Cresta Parandis, right? Is that any good for me? Life Leech, I lose a crap load of damage. I get some life. I get some resistances. How are my resistances? They're maxed. I guess I'm fine then. Haku. Not you again, Haku. Alright, you know what? It's been a while. Let's do Haku a favor. Do one of those missions. Speaking of missions, I haven't been focusing on the challenge too much this league. I feel like I probably should. I've actually been having so much fun just going through the acts. I mean, it's been a while, right? I totally forgot to do all that stuff. Oh. What's with all this damage? Oh, I don't have Warlord's Mark running. So I don't have any endurance charges, and I don't have any leech either. That's probably why I'm taking so much damage.
I am no beast of burden.
Alright, hopefully now it's a bit better. I got myself a wildfire, so that's molten strike. If only you can get the same thing for cremation. Additional projectiles, increased AoE, like that'd be nice. Alright, Haku. I'm gonna help you out today. Find the spirit. Time to run. Kill some spirits. Get a couple more charges. That's the way, man. Oh god. Get me out. Alright, easy enough. I'm kinda wishing that cremations should do more damage. Like, it's starting to taper off a little. And I was hoping this day wouldn't come, but I can see it already. Maybe I should try and move cremation to a 4-link? No wait, it is on a 4-link. Why is Volatile Dead so much better right now?
I am no beast of burden.
Actually, maybe I'm just imagining it. It definitely is doing a lot. I mean, Volatile Dead is really good for clearing right now. But I also have the spirit charges from Light Poacher, so there is some additional DPS there. Mana, resistance, no. Movement speed, resistance, resistance. I don't need resistance that badly just yet. Mana. I think I'm good. Eventually, there's gonna come a point where I should probably think about sort of cleaning up these jewels. I've been just keeping them and not really thinking about it because I'm like they're good, right? And a lot of them they don't have a level requirement, which would be super good for leveling up. But now I'm starting to see these level requirements, which means there's not too much point in keeping them around. Like, it was really good if you could use, you know, a gem that, or a jewel that was supposed to be for level 25s and you're using it at like level 4. But it's like, you know, this jewel can't be used until level 26 or something, then what's the point? No point in keeping it around. When really that's the only reason why I'm keeping it around in the first place. Okay, let's go, let's go. Definitely my clear speed is up there. I mean, it's not in with the top ranking PoE players, but I would say it's above average, right? At least if I try to like make clear speed a priority. You know what? I still think cremation is better for fighting yellows. I guess I'm playing one of those builds where you kind of have to think about when to use what skill. Yeah, like cremation still melts rares. It's just when I'm on the move, I don't want to take the time to drop cremation. I guess that's the biggest problem. Maybe I don't need to drop all three. Maybe that's my biggest issue. Like every time I see a rare, I make sure to drop all three, but maybe just dropping one or two would be enough. By the time the third one is placed, the rares are already like pretty much dead. So I can save myself some cast time. Drop one and then use Volatile Dead. Let's see if that works. Now if it's all white mobs, then you really don't need to do much. You just spam Volatile Dead, really. But yeah, if there's one rare, one cremation, Volatile Dead, yeah, that seems pretty good. Blues, you don't need cremation. I'm like starting to figure it out, you know? And once you get into a groove, with any build really, not even this build, but any build, once you get into like a flow, you can tell, like versus 30 minutes ago, our clear speed is starting to look real good. Although admittedly 30 minutes ago we were in the lab, so it's not a good comparison. You know, when you're in the lab, you're just trying to get from one place to the other. But here, you kind of want to kill things for some EXP too. There's a balance there.
You there. A moment of
Varici, I'll do a Varici mission. Assassinate the target within the time limit. As long as it's not too far away. And it's not. It's right there. I can do this. Or can I? How do I get there? Where is he? Alright, there we go. Some Varici XP would be really nice, actually. He's level 4 now. Not too bad. I haven't been focusing on the Masters too much, even though I should. Like, I should, at the very least, I should commit to doing their dailies, right? But sometimes I get lazy. Alright, pretty good. Really good, actually. Just blowing through these things. Even Abyss mobs. Well, probably Cremation is in order. Okay. I hear sounds. I don't know what's going on. What's all the green projectile explosions happening? Is it a unique? Yeah, I have the light poacher. Essentially, when I kill something, I have a 20% chance to get a spirit charge. And then once I have a spirit charge, if I cast a skill, you get like this little green... It releases the charges and you get this little green Nova thing. So see how I cleared this pack? I now have 2 spirit charges up here. If I use any skill, so shield charge would be one example, I get these little green fireballs. And it's pretty good for clearing. But for my character, actually, it helps in the sense that when I'm at a standstill, I get a little bit more DPS, but you also recover 4% of life when a spirit charge is consumed. So as I'm, casting skills like Desecrate, where I'm basically very vulnerable because, I'm standing in place, I can hopefully recover a bit of HP so that I can become a little bit tankier. That's basically what it's for. But it also, it enhances my DPS a little, especially for AoE. For a single target, it doesn't do as much, but it's still pretty good. Okay, so with this extra level, what do I want? More crit would be nice. Am I at a spot where I can get rid of Elemental Overload? 40% more damage. Oh, but no crit multiplier. I don't think I've picked up that many crit multiplier nodes just yet. Maybe a couple more levels. Fire damage? No. You know what? Let's start going for some more HP. There's a 686 node over here. I can go over here and later on grab the jewel sockets as well, which would be pretty useful. Okay, I need to move my keyboard. It feels a little weird. Hold on. I need to clear some space. Okay, that's better. So someone actually recommended that I pick up the light poacher on like my first stream when I first made this character. They're like, when you hit level 50 something, go pick up a light poacher. It's pretty cheap. I got it for 2 chaos and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good item. I'm like, okay, you know what, give it a try. And so far I have not been disappointed. I can see how it could taper off if you don't like build around it. But right now, I mean, it seems like a really efficient item for me. I basically get to shield charge around, and even when I'm casting useless skills or like my combo skills like Desecrate, I can still get some damage in and heal a little bit, so that's pretty nice. So it gives me an excuse to charge into things, First of all, charging into things would mean I get Fortify. But if I charge into them, if I'm right in the middle, the Nova can kind of do damage to everyone, which is kind of nice too. Alright, so this guy is just... cremate. Cremate again. And we did it.
I am no beast of burden.
That was easy. Let's see, let's drop this. Get the moon orb. Now, how do we get to the next zone? Lunaris Temple, Lunaris Concourse. Okay.
Ask away.
So let's sell everything first, and then we'll go over to the Lunaris Concourse. That's an interesting ring. Crit chance, 22 to cold resistance, 75 to life, and a little bit to... Whoa! This is a pretty good belt. 89 to life, fire resistance, cold resistance. Not as much resistance as I would like, but that's more life, for sure. I lose cold resistance. This is basically just a resistance ring, so at least let's get some life. Add some cold resistance. And you know what? Maybe it's time to start using master crafting. So where's my blessing font? Let's put this ring on, and I cannot add resistance to that. Can I add resistance to this? I cannot. Can I add resistance anywhere? Maybe to my chest? That would be on the armor. Yes. So I need lightning. So that looks pretty good. And now we have a lot more life, 3,500. Seems good. Yeah. And if I can get a better amulet, that would really help too. Because right now my amulet is kind of trash when it comes to defense. I mean, mana regen is nice, critical strike chance is nice, cast speed, spell damage, they're all nice, but there's no resistance on it and there's no life on it either. I guess I can craft life. I mean, it's something to craft, right? Let's just do it. Get a little bit more life, 3583. Fine. Okay, so I don't want to be in this area, right?
At your service.
We want to be in the concourse. Yo, this guy, look at him. He's all decked out. He's got 2 of those flaming doggies. I want that. Do I have any other pets? I got this Devourer pet. I don't want to use him. Gotta think about using my MTX soon. What else do we have it, right? Okay, so the concourse. I'm guessing it's this way. Kind of like going to Imperial Gardens. Maybe. That would make sense, right? No, that's Harbor Bridge. Wait, that's right. Okay. Okay, good. Now we should be able to clear the rest of this stuff pretty easily. Now I say should because I'm not actually too sure, but I'm feeling good. Like, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I think we've gone pretty well so far. With the exception of dying in the lab. That was a bit of a boo-boo. It really shouldn't have happened, but it did. I can't blame anything but myself. Oh, I need to get to that abyss. So what happens if I let red win in this battle or whatever? Because there's blue streaming up from the left and there's red streaming from the right. So what if I just like eliminate all the blue stuff? Does anything happen? Okay, so I do this. Okay. Now blue is eliminated. Do they keep charging? What happens now? Do they like go into the sky shrine? I'm really curious. No, I guess they just stick around. Okay, well that's slightly disappointing. I thought they would do something cool. Like maybe since they won the battle and there's no blues left, like the red boss does more damage. Solaris, I mean. This is actually really cool. I like watching them fight. Yo, Ice Golem, can you not disturb this fight right now? It looks so dope. Look at that. Gotta go, Emnix. There's a 4-month-old little guy here needing attention. Susan slightly lost. Good luck with your 4-year-old. Alright, let's fight this. Let's take him out. Oh my god, there's fire everywhere. Okay. They still do a lot of damage, it seems. I was thinking that maybe, you know, we'd be stronger than that, but Path of Exile boss fights are so cool. I agree with you, man. That was really sweet.
I am no beast of burden.
Like, you don't really get to see, like, Lunaris and so, like, you don't get to see bosses fight each other. Like, that was some cool production value right there.
Sun and moon return to their rightful places, leaving our path now clear. Highgate lies ahead, Beast Slayer, and a debt that is long overdue.
Okay, so we get Solaris and Lunaris. Lunaris was physical damage reduction. Solaris was also... Okay, I think I need to get reduced damage over time. It's a real problem right now. Blood Aqueduct. That's Act 9, I believe. Indeed it is. Slowly getting to Act 10.
Ask away.
Definitely getting real close. Hopefully we'll get there soon. Oops. Chance to dodge. You know, I'm starting to get the feeling that maybe towards the later game, if I were to get a shield, getting some dodge chance wouldn't be the worst. I don't know.
At your service.
Alright, well now we're in Act 9. In Blood Aqueduct, and we just finished Solaris and Lunaris. Additionally, we have picked up our Cruel Ascendancy. I'm still calling it that, but our second Ascendancy, so an Inevitable Judgment, which gives us Elemental Penetration for non-critical strikes and elemental resistance, or ignoring elemental resistances for critical strikes. So that is really good. Feeling really good on the DPS side. Let's try to increase our defenses somewhat. That's probably our next step. But yeah, that's it for this episode. I'm going to take a break real quick, and I'll be right back in 5 minutes.